All right, here we go. We're live now. Yet another community update call and AMA. As usual, we'll do product updates and we have some big news around everything. So, as usual, we'll start with LandWorks. There is a big announcement there in regards to the grant program that we're launching. So I'll give the mic to Stanley or Fungible Tackle. We'll cover MetaPortal next, and at the end, I'll just drop some random stuff. So yeah, the mic is yours, Stanley.
Thank you. Right. So yeah, as he mentioned yesterday, we have announced our Open Scenes grant program. The whole team worked hard to get this program up and running, and we're very happy to reveal it. We will distribute more than 50K in USDC and Enter tokens to metaverse builders. With this program, we aim to empower the metaverse creators, contribute to the openness of the metaverse, and hopefully grow LandWorks as a result of those two things. The program will take submissions, and those submissions will be evaluated every 20 days. So you can think of it like 20 days sprints. All scenes that that win a grant will be open sourced and available for everyone to use them on their own land or in a rented land or wherever. An important aspect is that the EnterDAO community will be a part of the jury for the program, and that would mean that every submission that comes in will be shared with the community, and they will be in the community will be able to vote on those submissions as well. Our moderator will share more info as the program progresses, and that's the reason that we encouraged you to get your roles last week. We have also teamed up with Kevin on Earth, who is a reporter in Decentraland, and he's also a content creator. Also, this particular grant program is specifically for Decentraland. That's what I wanted to highlight. And we are hyped to get some amazing submissions, and we'll share them with all of you. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
Can you explain real briefly how the judging process will work and where they can find more info?
Yeah, absolutely. If more information can be found on LandWorks, on what page we have a grant program link there. It's shared across our socials as well, so it's you can easily find it. In regards to the scoring and the jury panel, we have five people jury, and the fifth member of the jury is actually the EnterDAO community. As I said, the scoring will be based on several factors, or at least that's what we're looking for. In regards to quality, we're looking for professional high-end builds. Also, the other factor will be interactiveness. Highly interactive scenes will definitely score higher in the eyes of the jury, and regionality is also a factor there. Original creative scenes, some things that we haven't seen or we see rarely in the metaverse. That's something that definitely is going to score higher as well. So those are the main factors which the scoring will happen for the jury members that we have out of the EnterDAO. For the jury members that are different than the EnterDAO community, sorry about that. And the EnterDAO community, of course, they will be able to decide on each and every build as well. So the community vote combined will act as the fifth juror. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Right, thank you.
Right, cool. And just a couple of more things in regards to LandWorks. Last Tuesday, we shipped another update to LandWorks. We have released a more granular filtering system, which we hope you guys like. And we have also improved the property listing flow by separating into more logical steps. And on top of that, of course, we resolved a couple of bugs. Also, a short update on the profit share mechanism that we have been working on in the last couple of months. We have now finalized the development site with 2 widgets, one for listing a property and for renting, which we have wrapped in a package, and this package can be utilized by various other dApps. We are currently in a testing phase, making sure that everything works smoothly, and the last piece of the puzzle is finalizing the documentation. So yeah, we're also waiting to get another slot for an audit as the mechanism introduces some new things. But as we have and as we have stated before, because security is a priority for us, we definitely need to get that in to make sure that everything is working okay. So this is pretty much LandWorks, and I can pass it to Adi.
Thanks, Stanley. So MetaPortal, I'll start with the biggest news. We released a new version, 0.6. If you haven't checked it out already, it is available on our website for both Mac and Windows. There are 4 main features that it includes. First is the option to post updates. So you can do that through your profile and they will be visible for everyone who opens it. Then we have public profiles. So now you can go to the leaderboard, click on a user, and you'll be able to check their profile, their updates, and what they have been playing. And the other one is option to see native currencies in your wallet and to send tokens to other wallets. And last but not least, we also launched BNB chain support. The first game that we added is called Splinterlands, and we'll be adding more over the next week. There is, by the way, also a thread on Twitter with the games that we are looking forward to add to the portal in the future. Some of them are still in development, but yeah, make sure to check it out. Right now we're testing the features for the next release that will be around 2 weeks from now. One of the bigger features is reviews. Users will be able to rate all of the games in the portal and leave a review. And the other new thing is a guilds page. It will include a list of guilds with some detailed information about their tokens, if they have any, the games they support, if they are actively recruiting, and so on. With that, we are also looking forward to collaborating with some of the guilds in the space. And we're also planning to include some more information on the game's details page so that users can also see if the game has any tokens or NFTs, and if they require any of those for you to play the game. These are most of the stuff that we have planned for the next release. And meanwhile, as I mentioned the last time, we're also working to have our own game in the portal. And we are now planning a separate leaderboard around it with different seasons. But I'll give more details on that on our next community call. So that's it on MetaPortal.
Nice. Cool. So some updates on my end. Today we had like a sizable rent on LandWorks that was 0.9 ETH, which is from, or at least we found it out to be from a neobank in Hong Kong called Livybank. So they've built kind of like a headquarter in the metaverse, which is really cool, and we would love that use case. Hopefully we can do a case study around it soon. That was on LandWorks. We are going to drop the official merge with degens supply next week on the 11th, but we'll have like an official announcement and visual soon. So that's another one. And I think that's it so far. We're currently exploring because some people have complained that they're unable to unstake some tokens from the youth farming pool, so we're actively exploring that, even though they're like individual cases. And I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, I think we'll try to do this call on Spaces in 2 weeks. In the meantime, be on the lookout for more announcements around the grants program, some news around MetaPortal as well. And yeah, I think that's it on my end. If anyone has any questions. Oh, last thing, we're 95% done with our metaverse building, the EnterDAO community space. We actually explored it yesterday with Voxel Architects. So we're going to share more information about that soon, but that's pretty much done. And it's super cool because there will be obviously an kind of like a stage for DJs or for presentations, but there is also a place to buy Enter or NFTs, kind of like a small counter, and there's also the possibility to have the event be token gated, and most like we'll do quite a bit of things for Sharded Mind holders.
Excellent updates. Thank you for providing them on all the products and some of the other projects that are going on. Just a question. I have a bunch of questions, but really like the first one is around like what you just said for like a counter to buy Enter. Because we have, and it's funny, everywhere I go, I see the LandWorks for rent scene. It's really just incredible visibility for anyone that's like, the awareness of LandWorks is just, it's phenomenal because of the scene that's everywhere for any rental. Would it be worthwhile or to update that scene to include the counter or the ATM or whatever it is to buy Enter, so that like there's a way to buy Enter literally all over Decentraland? I'll stop there. That's my first question.
That's an interesting proposition when we haven't looked into it, but should be possible, and we'll definitely explore it with Stanley and with Voxel Architects. We should also have
just another way.
Yeah, we should also have like probably like an explainer or some short line about EnterDAO, because a lot of people are not going to know what Enter is.
Right.
It's a great idea.
I'm sorry, what was that, Z?
It was a great idea. Thanks, Johnny.
Thank you. So yeah, the other question is, and it may be something that you had mentioned, and it was a poll maybe a couple of months ago, but what are your current thoughts on like just the overall vision across all of the EnterDAO products? Like, does LandWorks eventually go into MetaPortal? Like, how does it all, like, and it may not be over the next 6 to 12 months, it may not be for a couple of years, but how do you envision all the products coming together for for synergy? Sure,
it's a great question. So LandWorks is going to hopefully expand into a couple of directions. First, like I call it horizontally, but I'm not sure this is the right word. And by horizontal, I mean just expand to other metaverses beyond Decentraland and CryptoVoxels, hopefully Sandbox, hopefully Float Burrows and all the other Wilderworld and all the other metaverses that make sense. But some of these are quite early stage in development. So this is one way in terms we're thinking of how our rental marketplace will grow. But another way I see it as a vertical expansion is basically enabling renting of any NFT that has utility, and we'll probably call that RentWorks, and it's probably going to be a separate product. So this is how LandWorks will evolve. Well, basically renting land in any metaverse and then renting any NFT that has utility. And the rental marketplace for, well, RentWorks, basically we see it as an integral part in MetaPortal. So as MetaPortal matures as a gaming platform, we want to provide native renting of in-game assets. So you could rent a sword or a skin directly in MetaPortal and play the game that you love. So this will happen hopefully mid to long term, and the reason that our roadmap is currently structured like that is that still, if we're honest with ourselves in the market, the Web3 gaming space is still in its roots and developing in its early stage. And once there are more NFTs with widespread utility that are used in games, we definitely see RentWorks as a integral part in MetaPortal, and obviously we'll have other marketplace integrations in there as well. But this is how both products are going to tie together.
Love it. Awesome. Thank you. Thank you.
I appreciate it, Johnny. All right. So I think that's all for today. We're going to upload a call tomorrow as always, and the next one is going to be the spaces, and hopefully we can have a bunch of more people joining in and have like a quick fun chat. Thanks everyone. See you all soon.
Thanks for the updates, great updates. And for the questions and advisory, Johnny.
You got it, guys. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a big couple of years.
For
it's
sure.
Be great. We're in good position.
Yep.
Yep.
All right,
Bye.
guys. See you.
Thank you.
Good luck.